Hey YouTube, what's up? How's it going out there in YouTube land on this fine blood moon day? I am so excited today. It's a beautiful day. And guess what? I have a Red Bull. That always makes me happy. I don't know why, but it is the best tasting beverage to me. Plus, it makes you feel really good, and you know what? It tastes awesome with vodka. Just throwing it out there. Not that I'm a drunk or anything. Turn this down. Not that I have anything against getting drunk. I always intend on getting drunk. It's always a big plan of mine. I just never get to do it. But that's okay. You know why? Because I get to do magic all the time. Sorry, I know I'm a weirdo. Anyways, so tonight we're doing some spells for the AM family. My favorite family in the whole wide world. Has my brother, one of my little brothers. I have many, but he's one of them. And man, I'm jealous of him because he gets to know who he is at such a young age. At first I thought I shouldn't tell him because when you go through the awakening, it's so traumatic, you know, it's so hard on you and it's so scary. But I think that he has a really good support system and his mother is fucking amazing and beautiful. And so I think he'll be good. I didn't have any of that. And so I had to remind myself that if he goes through a hard time, his parents will be there for him and he has a good family structure, you know. I didn't have that. So I don't need to protect him. But we already have that situation under control anyways. So he's going to be a little badass, I can already tell. And he's so in tune with Hecate, like all the stuff he picked was related to her, and I was like, oh really? Do you see this? Mm-hmm. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. That's Hecate. So yeah, he's amazing. Very smart, beautiful young man, very respectful. And you have to be respectful in this area. If you come at these deities with disrespect, they will devour you. It's not tolerated. So, but that's not something that he has to worry about because his parents taught him respect and how to be respectful. And so I am ready to rock and roll. So we are going to do, enough said. So I'm going to be doing, oh, I forgot my jars and my candles. What is wrong with me? I just got so excited, I just wanted to hurry. And you know, when he was here, he got all my stuff from me. I could just sit there and go, get in that drawer over there and pull out those candles. And I felt completely comfortable doing that with him. It's almost like I knew. Anyways, I'm going to grab some candles. Don't mess up my music. Oh, it's just switching songs. I'm going to grab some candles and a couple of jars. I'm trying to decide. I think for this one, I'm going to do green. And this is for Dad, by the way, for prosperity for Dad. I think I'm just going to do green for Dad to bring him money. just to call the money back. Everything you spend comes back to you, times 10 or some whatever I feel led to say. And so I think I'm going to get a green candle for you. And then for the business, I'll get a red or an orange candle so that the roads to prosperity will open. And guess what I found? I have Canadian money. Sorry, guys. I know I'm a dork. I can't help it. I wonder if I have orange candles in here. No. Alright. Whatever. The way over here in my candle organizer. And I need to fix my lighting anyways. It's not even aiming at me. Alright. Let's see here. And that light's too bright. I don't like this lighting situation at all. Hold on a second. That's better. There we go. Tiptoe around this shop. Hi, Lucifer. Hi, Hecate. These candles, this green candle, was handmade, and it smells like money. It's made with all the oils and herbs that attract money. I only have 3 of these left, and I got them in Wisconsin from a lady who made them there, and I can't get any more of them. So sad. Drinking one of them. It's a badass candle. So, where's my jars? You guys know right where they are because you were here. I miss you so much already. Maybe when you come back, you could bring the next little brother because I have a little inkling about him too. I think Hecate really likes your kids. She likes them. And I didn't know that Hecate likes children, but I guess that's her mother aspect. That makes sense. She has a mother aspect. See, it's right here. It's one of her. She's the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And that's her mother aspect right there. She's fucking beautiful and amazing. And your kids will prosper at anything that they choose. Anything that they put their hand to will just go. It'll just flourish. So blessed. I promise you will love it. I'm going to cut this out a little bit because we just don't need. You know how I am about all this paper, you guys. Prosperity come to you. Prosperity come to you. Okay, so I'm putting a coin on your face. You guys can't see that, can you? Okay, and so just for Dad, I'm going to tell him what I do here. I have some special sigils. I have 3 of them in a triangle. Well, it kind of goes like this, but then they go, it's a triangle like this. And then with the candles on each side, and then this one in the front, and the sigils. I have 3 of these circle triangle sigils here. With those is what the spells do, is it binds that spell to you. So no, it can never go away. It will always be with you. It will always be there. If a hard time comes, you'll come out prosperous. You know what I mean? It will always be that way for you. And yeah, because these are I'm going to bind these spells to you forever, so they cannot be undone. That's the whole purpose of them. I know. Some people say I'm so mean. You're so mean, Melissa. Thank you. Okay, next. What was I looking for just now? I was looking for it. How about a pair of glasses? I know. Maybe it's the music. I haven't even started with the oil and I already got these dirty. Alright. So, I have Wife's energy imprint on these papers. This is parchment paper, and I have her write on them before she left for future purposes, such as this. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to try to block it better. I don't think you guys can see it. I don't think you can. I think we're good. Okay, and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise. I wrote your name. Now and we already have prosperity. So I'm going to write, I have like a little saying and a little money incantation that I wrote for myself actually, and that's what I'm going to be using for yours. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I have your coin. I don't know if this one's Canadian. Let me see. Oh my gosh, this one was made the year I was born. That means it's special. I'm special. Oh, yes I am. Whew. Too much Red Bull, Melissa. Too much Red Bull. And these will be buried at the gold mine. We're going up to the gold mine, I believe my boyfriend said Monday. He's on his way home now, finally. And so Monday, we will be heading up to the gold mine to bury prosperity spells at the... Okay, so I know you guys have heard this story many times, but there's a gold mine up there. And then there's a stream that comes right out of it, out of the side of the mountain where the gold mine, like here's the gold mine up here, and right below the gold mine is this hole, and the water just comes gushing out of it and going down the side of the mountain. And people like to pan for gold and stuff in the little stream, but it's private property, and most people aren't allowed to be on there. But my boyfriend has connections, so I get to go there, and I've buried other spells there, and they have and are successful. Just in case you were wondering. Command that this not silly fate. Prosperity will always come to you. Times 10. Now I want my gold wax, and then we're going to seal it with my seal. And I put string on the spell this time instead of on the candle, because this candle doesn't need anything else on it. And so I did the knot, the string and the knot on the actual petition, which is better anyways, I think. This candle is made for this, so it doesn't need string. It doesn't need knot magic. So now you can't see it. And Hecate is letting me know that she is here. Woo! Her candle's popping, and right when I said that, she just jumped me with some energy. Do you like this song, Hecate? Look at how pretty is that, huh? She likes it when I do this. When I seal the spells with my seal, she loves that. She's like, it's so old school. So here's your spell right here. And then I'm going to put it right here in this jar. And now I'm going to put this candle in here. Whoop! I don't want you to be like that. Well, I guess that's good, actually. Okay, fine. So it's going to mess up my seal. There we go. I command that all money that goes out comes back tenfold. I command that every penny he spends, every penny invested, will come back tenfold. That his money always come back to him. May he be prosperous and his family want for none. I command it. So let it be. So I'll tell you a secret. Have your son. Okay, I'm telling them. I'm telling them, I promise. Have your son, my brother, before you spend money, like if you get a bunch of cash, have him talk to it and tell it to return. I know he's kind of young to understand that. But if you talk to your money and you tell it to return to you, it will. You will trip out. Do a test. So when I'm doing this what I'm doing is Hecate is pushing energy through my heart chakra, and so I scoop it up into a ball, and then I put it into the spell. I don't have to do that because all I have to do is sit here and it naturally will go through me into the spells in front of me. But I like to do it. I feel like I'm shoving it in there, She likes me to do it, so I think you can see it's going a little crazy when I do it. I'll put it right here so you can see it better. And just like the ones I did yesterday, woo, I will not be putting a lid on these jars, these prosperity jars. I'm just burying them just like they are, open, so that the dirt and all the energy from the gold mine and everything will just fill up in there, and it'll just forever be there. Okay, we're at 22 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and download this, and then I'll get started on the business one. I would just keep going and do it and keep doing it, but if I do that, it'll take like 4 or 5 hours just to download one video. That's why I've been doing live ones so much, because it takes so long. It takes so long to download them. Doing a lot of energy for this. Oh, and another thing I did before I started this was I put your pictures and your business flyer that I printed up, and your names and everything I put in the big chakra bowl, and that is like to make sure all your needs are met and things like that. It's a vibrational thing, and so that's badass. That's a new thing that I'm gonna start doing. I used to like go around with the little ones, my little brass ones that I have, but I like to put the petitions in the bowl, and then do the thing depending on what the spell is. Like if it's a love spell, I'll put the love petitions in the heart one, in the heart, the chakra bowl for the heart, and then I'll ring it, and then those vibrations will be in it. And it's just Hecate told me to do that today with these, and so I did. So I'm so glad I got those bowls, because I think they're going to be quite helpful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Oh, here, wait. We'll just do a picture real quick while you're here and I'm here. Let's do a picture and send it to you. I don't want it to be like messy though. I want your picture to be pretty. There we go. We have to make the picture really pretty. You hear her candle? It's like going crazy for you. It's going crazy for you. Oh, this one's so hot. Put my little bag of antique coins here. There you go. That's a pretty picture, isn't it? Oh, turning around. You want a picture of me? Clean my lens off. Do we get it? Oh, it's such a cute picture. I'm sending it to you right now. There we go. That looks really cool, except for the chair in the background with the bags on it. I bought a bunch of new candles for Belial's altar and Lucifer's altar, and I didn't put them away yet because I have to cleanse them first. But anyways, all right, guys, peace out. I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll get started on this business blessing one that we're going to do next. And I will see you in just a minute, okay?